Hi, Bill Howatt, Mental Health COVID-19, Conference Board of Canada, still in week 3, still chugging along. Today, what we're going to talk about is getting gratitude. The reason I'm picking gratitude is because I know at this point in time, from a mental health perspective, there's things that are called micro skills. Those are things that you do intentionally that can have a positive impact on your outlook. Now, interestingly, gratitude is recognizing positive outcomes in your life. Simply saying is slowing down and acknowledging all the good things we have in our life. What we have realized through the research, Harvard has done a lot of research, Berkeley's done a lot of research on this, the people who practice gratitude daily can get some amazing benefits for their well-being. What it can also do is help promote their resiliency and increase the emotion joy. Joy is an emotion that we create in our conscious brain, where our unconscious brain, when we're under stress, is really good at doing things that we don't like, despair and depression. So one of the things we can do is by helping ourselves being mindful of what we're doing in real time, that can have an amazing impact on our overall outlook of the world. Now, the study I was mentioning at Harvard that I found interesting for me was in Harvard was one they did with university students, where over, I believe it was an 8 or 10 week period, I don't recall exactly, but it was over some period of time where people practiced what was called a gratitude log, which I'll talk about a little bit more in a second, is something that they did with intention every day. They created a gratitude scale and was linked to their mental health, and they noticed an incremental improvement in folks' outlook of their world and how they day-to-day experience is basically where they were focusing their attention. There's a theory that I've mentioned before in other videos called 98-2. 98% of our time, if we focus our life on everything that's positive, that would be great. And where we have those 2%, and today could be more than the 2%, as I suggested before, but if we focus on that 2%, that becomes our whole world. So we have a tendency more to focus on what's not happening. And this is a time where all of us, as our batteries are being drained, things that we can do with intention. So today, mnemonic is GET, G-E-T, gratitude. And the G stands for gratitude. It's gratitude for yourself. Spend time focused daily on yourself for what you're grateful for and what you feel you have some positive outcomes. I practice gratitude every day. I have wrote a journal called Journal 45, where in the journal what I do is I track my emotions every day, especially now in isolation. And because in isolation, I measure all my positive emotions and all my negative emotions so that I'm aware of things I'm thinking about home and work. And then I pause for a minute and think about what I'm grateful for. It takes me about 2 to 3 minutes a day to think about at the end of the day for what I'm grateful for. For example, I'm really grateful with my daughter in isolation right now is sending me videos of my granddaughter. It's an amazing looking at my granddaughter, how grateful she's okay, how grateful I am to have her as a part of my life, and how grateful I am to still be here to be able to enjoy that video at this point in time. And it brings a nice feeling of me. What it also does is wraps my brain with all kinds of nice serotonin, which is good for my neurophysics. And what happens is it takes as much energy to have negative thinking as it does positive thinking. We just have to be aware of what we're doing. So practicing every day at the end of the day with a journal, writing down what you're grateful for is really good for yourself. Or just actually another thing you can do that's really positive too is have grateful thoughts. Think about someone special in your life that you're thinking about, how grateful you are for them. So whether it's my mother, how grateful I am for her. She sent me and told me she got through dialysis yesterday. She's 85 years old, and we talked about how important it is for her to get through this pandemic because I want to get back to Prince Edward Island and see my mother. So there's lots of things that I'm grateful for. One day at a time. I can't deal with tomorrow. I can deal with today. I plan for tomorrow. I can't actually live it till I get there. Now, the E is ensure. You think about how gratitude can not only help you, but the power of you giving gratitude to other people For example, writing notes now, if you're home in isolation and you have a chance and you get a stamp and the mail system is still working, writing notes to people or cards or sending emails or sending texts and telling people how much you appreciate them, because we all could use an extra boost today. We all could use that thank you. You know, you're really inspiring me, or I appreciate all the good things you're doing. And so thank yous and appreciating other people helps them realize that they have had a positive outcome on you. And when they do that, that can give them a moment to pause to realize they can enjoy the feeling of knowing that they have helped someone. Most of us deeply care about people in our lives, and we want to help other people around us. The T, today. These concepts are much like a treadmill. You hear about exercise and you see a treadmill and you buy it and you look at it and you go, wow, that's a good idea. And you buy the damn thing, but you don't get on it. Mental fitness, the things that I talk about with people and help organizations, is very similar, is that to have any impact, you actually need to do something. So once I tell you about gratitude, about the things, the G, gratitude for yourself, and the E, ensure you do it for other people, knowing you have some positive, it's take that idea and start actioning it. And action it today and do it every day. And try it every day for the next 8 weeks. I believe if you did it with intention for the next eight weeks, you would find some small improvement and some benefit. In a time where it's going to be getting harder for some of us to find positive, and all the stress and change, especially all our first responders that are out there and all our healthcare workers, please send love to them and gratitude and let them know how important they are. These folks, the storm in Canada is just starting, and I need everybody, as I say, it's just not me, it's an expression. It's you, all of us need to, is pay attention. The next 2 weeks are critical. What happens the next 2 weeks will educate all of us about where we're going. Our micro decisions, what we do every day now, can have an impact on other people. You might be healthy and might be fine, but be grateful that you're healthy. But if you're symptomatic because you haven't been paying attention, even though you're grateful you're healthy, you could be hurting other people. And no one wants to live with that. So this is a time for us to be, though this isolation and physical distancing is hard, it gives us all an opportunity to take care of each other in this challenging time. So with that, I'm going to ask you to consider a couple of things. We'll start talking more about micro skills. Keep things going, as I say, and my way I'm going to end all of these. We need to do this one day at a time. Take one thought, one decision, one part, and capture those moments. Because what we got is today. And today could be a hard day for us or could be a good day. And wherever we have choice, let's be grateful for. Okay? So with that, all the best, and we'll be back tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Hi, Bill Howatt here. Hopefully you're finding these videos of some value. If you'd like to share these, on the lower right of your video, there's a icon you can click. You can send it through your social media feeds. Join the Conference Board of Canada social media feed so we can keep you up to date. And if you have ideas or suggestions, please leave your comments so we can consider them. If you have things that you'd like us to speak to or talk to, I certainly will try to do all I can to help out. So with that, have a wonderful day.